Priyanka, we've got to take a look at the US markets.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, it's been a good week overall last week after the Fed rate cut, which they surprised with the 50 basis points. Now, but S&P 500 Dow, they both close at a fresh record high. It's not just the Indian markets making fresh highs. In fact, US markets also closing at record levels. Both the index, Dow Jones, which represent majorly the banks and the financials, that's a key trigger to watch out on. And in fact, they've extended the last week's rally also. The gains that US markets built on to the gains that they got last week as well. In fact, quickly, just look at the gains here. In fact, now what are the cues ahead? Lackluster action on the US futures. They extended with the record levels, but then now we do not see fresh cues, and that's what the futures close at with a lackluster cues. Major cues would come also from the Asian markets, Shriyansi. Let's see how Nikkei or Hang Seng they pan out. But then US markets, we saw another record level for S&P as well as Dow Jones.
Well, absolutely. And let's also take a very quick look then at the oil prices. And oil prices closed lower largely as worries about demand were compounded by disappointing Eurozone business activity as well as a weak Chinese economy. And that is something that we kept on our radar. When you take a look at Brent crude futures, you're looking at a close coming in of a downtick coming in of 0.8% or 59 cents thereabout. $73 is a barrel is what you're looking at. And when you take a look at US WTI as well, you're looking at a fall coming in of about 63 cents thereabout, or 0.9%, and $70 per barrel is where that one was at. Now, of course, there's Eurozone business activity that contracted sharply and unexpectedly this month, as the bloc's dominant services industry also flatlined, while a downturn in manufacturing accelerated. That is definitely something that the market is keeping a very close eye on. And speaking of what else the market is keeping a very close eye on, there's of course China, the world's top oil importer, that is meanwhile battling deflationary pressures. And that also is going to be something that will be on the oil market's radar. Now, of course, the US crude oil stockpiles were expected to have fallen by about 1.2 million barrels last week, and that is what is currently being penciled in, so that will also be very closely watched. But let's also take a very quick look then at gold, and gold prices rose to an all-time high, and this is as bullish market sentiment after the US Federal Reserve cut interest rates last week, combined with geopolitical tensions, also drove a little bit of safe haven appeal. So you do have all of that safe haven appeal just helping gold prices shine really bright today.
All right, absolutely. So these were the...
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.